420. All right, this is going to be short and brief, you guys. So we're going to pull from Divine Feminine Oracle specifically, as you can tell by the caption. We're going to address this energy that you guys have been dealing with, and I've been getting confirmation because it's been happening myself, well, in my own journey, and it's been a highlight recently. So it's kind of giving the Judas energy showing up in feminines, right? Low vibrational feminines who can get along with men, or who tend to be able to maintain a level of loyalty with men, like male friends, and toxic feminines, if that, but are intimidated by those feminines that are in their power, that do not need to be validated by other men in order to embody this power, or they don't have to thrive off male attention in order to embody this power. So something about them, you know, creating conflict or being in this energy of not being receptive, or not wanting the divine feminine archetype to feel welcomed, or even hoping to project some type of intimidation or level of intimidation, which is really, like I just said, a projection, is them being intimidated but trying to project that onto the true divine feminine. So we have Vish Vamata. We are in the Kalima Oracle deck. I know these messages can be pretty long, so we're just going to pull two. All right, Goddess Kalima, Mama, what message do you have for your divine feminine collective in regards to these toxic feminines that are imbalanced in their feminine and masculine energy? Messages that you have for your divine feminine collective. So we have Mantra Shakti. All right, we also have numbers 2 and 40. Literally, the timer started at 4:20, so we on time, we on point. And then we got Krishna. We're not gonna read that though. Okay. Where is my... Okay, there you are. All right, so let's see what messages come out for us. Number 2. Y'all, so it's crazy. As I'm doing the read, the phone freezes while we're talking about this. Okay, so shock. Something about someone being in shock, feeling cold or being cold-hearted. Even the movie Frozen could be significant, and I've never watched that. I've never seen that movie, y'all. Is there some type of like evil person that's jealous of Ellie or something like that? I really don't know. Even if that's her name, but something about these people, they can't pretend. Something about them trying to pretend like they are the divine feminine archetype without doing the work. It's not going to last very long. It's not going to last very long. I'm hearing Respect My Conglomerate by Busta Rhymes. We're kind of like the government. Just respect my conglomerate. The divine feminine collective. So something about disrespecting the divine feminine energy and its expression. What's the word? Perverting the divine feminine energy, or perverting the feminine energy, or reducing it to just like a sexual object, and completely disregarding all the other magical and, oh my God, like life-changing aspects of the divine feminine archetype. Having an inability to embody that because of their lack of authenticity, right? But feeling like, or using or reducing themselves to just their sexual energy and calling that, or trying to use that to masquerade as a divine feminine archetype. That's not all that we are. Yes, Oshun is known as very seductive and magnetic and attractive feminine energy that has the ability to really draw men in. However, there are other aspects to her that coincide with her ability to draw in men or to seduce. She's not just doing it solely by sex and, yeah, you see this ass and you see these nipples, you see these titties, yeah, you see this yoni print, you see this camel toe, nigga, yeah, nigga, you feel me, you see this BBL, nigga, you feel me, like, no, like, she's not gonna, okay, oh, so I know how to make you act right. Let me just, okay, I'm gonna take off my clothes and I'm gonna shimmy, I'm gonna show a nipple, da 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 da. Now I'm gonna pull my feminine energy back because I'm aware of the power that it is, and I'm aware that you need a feminine energy for things to grow and blossom and to sprout, for things to progress, for things to have life, right? You need water. You need the earth energy in order to grow anything. You need water and the earth energy in order to survive. You need water and the earth energy in order to thrive, in order to build your homes, in order to heal your children and heal yourself through the herbs that the earth, the feminine energy, produces and creates. Those remedies, those remedial methods and words, verbiage, right? Our sensuality, our compassion, our love and kindness, our ability to heal through touch, our ability to heal and soothe through our voices, through our presence alone, whether we say or do anything, but through our presence, because of the work that we do on ourselves to make sure our energy is grounded and balanced, because we put in the work to get reconnected, or we go and we ground and connect ourselves and put ourselves in the energy to grow and expand in that feminine energy by being connected to the water, by going out and water gazing and being submerged in the waters in lakes and oceans and stuff like that, and making sure we consume enough water, or we get enough water intake, speaking affirmations into our water, right? Being able to grow plants and have a green thumb and take care of the earth and take care of nature, right? Take care of the quality of water and nature, and be mindful of the quality of water that we consume, the quality of herb that we consume, that we use, being or obtaining the knowledge, or reigniting the knowledge and the wisdom about these different plants and different herbs and their uses and their non-uses, and understanding different parts of it. The details of the feminine energy. Anywho, so we have Vishvamata. With her protection, even significant uncertainty does not need to be wrought with despair. There is a pathway that can shift your devastation into a palpable experience of being protected and guided through a difficulty. Trust where you are being led. Grace shall come from this. Grace, class, dignity, self-respect, integrity. We have the Divine Mother sees our capacity for breathtaking transformation and spiritual awakening, often far more than we recognize in ourselves. The Mother energy, the Divine Feminine energy, sees their capacity for breathtaking transformations and spiritual awakenings, often far more than many tend to recognize within themselves. To fulfill her purpose, her inner purpose, and move beyond unnecessarily restrictive, self-imposed limitations, we need her. When we hold back, gripping on to what is familiar, she lovingly forces our hand. Under her influence, we do not evade what is required of us. We find the inner strength to move directly through what we once denied ourselves the right and opportunity to overcome. You are encouraged to develop the confidence, commitment necessary to undertake the tasks that challenge and yet also inspire you. So some people get frozen in that element of feeling challenged by your energy, right? Opposed to allowing it to be their inspiration, or to be inspo for them taking on or allowing are putting themselves in place to be able to undergo breathtaking transformations and spiritual awakenings. But instead, they restrict themselves through self-imposed limitations. When they see you like embrace your authenticity, putting out your creativity and being your original self, or being an original energy and not piggybacking off others, right? Being inspired, being able to celebrate other divine feminines, other women, other people, but not neglecting yourself and celebrating yourself as well, right? So, we find the inner strength to move directly through what we once denied ourselves the right and opportunity to overcome. You are encouraged to develop the confidence and commitment necessary to undertake the tasks that challenge and yet also inspire you. Do not allow yourself to be intimidated by the prospect of failure or opposition. Stay true to your path and progress, step by step. Trust your capacity to grow into the fulfilling manifestation of your heartfelt aspirations. Fulfilling manifestation of your heartfelt aspirations, and trusting your capacity to grow it as a divine feminine energy. All right. We got, although you may be in circumstances you would prefer not to be in, you are in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain benefit from what is transpiring, which could even be conflict with feminines being envious of you, trying to make you feel isolated or not supporting you, whatever the case may be. Relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated. These circumstances will give way to a more favorable situation, right? So you gain this knowledge and this discernment and this courage to really honor and listen to what you are picking up off these people's energies and what's being revealed to you. And instead of, giving them that loving, motherly, patient energy, you remove your energy, like the ocean energy. You pull your energy back, right? And you attract and align with those who are receptive to that energy. Right, which will be a more favorable situation for you, which will give you that sisterhood, that feminine tribe that you long for, that you desire. When Vishvamata appears, it not only signifies that we have the capacity to move through a situation we have avoided dealing with in the past, but that we can do so in a far gentler and more graceful manner than expected. You have the power of the Divine Mother's wisdom and blessing within you. Do not underestimate her. Do not underestimate yourself. When we are willing to look at ourselves, rather than other people or external circumstances, as the primary source of our pain, Vishvamata, the Cosmic Mother, appears with a genuine desire for you to heal and outgrow the causes of suffering. The causes of suffering. People being fake, betrayals, lies, gossip, people giving you the cold shoulder, right? Ignoring you, overlooking you, comparing you negatively, whatever the case, whatever these tactics, these many tactics and strategies are, right? Or for people who do get caught up in that wave of feeling like you need validation from external forces, opposed to seeking that validation from self in the Most High, doing the inner work so that you can understand the processes of that. How we get to a place of doing the opposite, of seeking it externally, right? And readjusting and realigning with how it should be, being able to seek that from self and spirit. Being validated by right information concerning you as well in your reflections, such as Mother Nature, and just how much the Most High adores the divine feminine archetype, the divine feminine energy embodiment. Okay? Vessel of compassion. if we have had issues with mother figures, her presence triggers healing. Your presence, divine feminine, triggers healing in these people who may be in a karmic feminine energy at the time, right? Now, their timing of when they're going to do it depends on them. But whatever energies that they're embodying towards you, like when they're in that energy of denial or just going through, going through the motions or whatever, you know, you, by understanding why it is happening, understanding the root cause of the envy, of the jealousy, of the discord, of the conflict, of the dislike, of the shady energy, understanding the root of it puts you in a more graceful and compassionate energy. Doesn't make you a scapegoat, doesn't make you a doormat, right? But having that understanding helps you maintain that humility, right? And continuing, and basically it doesn't stagnate your growth as a result. All right, and then you still get to align with those right energies, or those energies that are more fitting to you. Okay. Mother issues can impede our ability to trust and feel that we are safe and belong. They make it hard for us to feel that our inner life is valuable and worthy of attention, that we are truly loved and valued just as we are, and able to rest within ourselves, feeling that we are enough. The Divine Mother does not struggle with human limitations. We can go to her wounded and messy. Wounded and messy. Come as you are. And she will receive, heal, and love us without judgment. Her expression, semi-wrathful yet serene, reminds us that her ways strengthen our boundaries against that which cannot support the soul. Strengthens your boundaries against that which does not support the soul. Right? So this could be, these women, as far as the caption, who feel like they get along more with men than they do other women and stuff like that. It's something about poor boundaries that are here now. I'm not saying you have pretty balanced platonic connections with both sexes. So I'm not really referring to those of you. And I'm sure people may have different stories and scenarios of why they feel like they get along better with men. But come on, as a woman, why are you unable to get along with other women? Like, let's really investigate the root cause of that. Literally, nature is the feminine energy. Water is a feminine energy, right? There's different bodies of water. When you drink one bottle of water, there's another bottle of water. Like, come on, like, what do you mean you don't get, come on. You don't get along with water like that, which is supportive to your soul, supportive to your health and your growth. Okay. However, I also understand the mother wound, like mother wounds. I also understand that. Alright, so we have, she would not hesitate to strike at what could harm us, right? She also dissolves the defenses we have unconsciously set up against life so that we soften and become eager to participate in our life journey. When we are not hardened, corrupted, or rendered bitter by life experiences, we can be more open like a curious child and be guided more easily by our hearts along the unique and empowering life path the Divine Mother offers us. That was deep. That was deep. So it's like, my sister, come on. So, a Divine Masculine said something to me earlier today along the lines of, y'all's women, like, when y'all smell blood, frenzy. As soon as y'all smell blood, y'all just go into a frenzy, right? And I don't want anybody to be triggered by that, because I'm receiving it in a different kind of way. And this is coming from a Divine Masculine who does take the action of communicating thoroughly through misunderstandings or possible misunderstandings, like finding clarity before jumping to conclusions type of thing. Like, this is somebody who operates out of that energy. All right, so we have Mantra Shakti. Her voice creates and dissolves universes. Her vibration within our souls create our life path. You have the sacred power of voice. How shall you express it? To call for effective divine assistance in all ways? Do not allow negative thoughts or speech to undermine your inner spiritual connection. Claim your voice and your power to create. Listen for inner guidance and then set your course in motion. Though it may not yet be visible in your physical world, a new order is generating within the soul. Be mindful of not becoming vain to the fact of people being triggered, other feminists being triggered by your energy as well, or them just needing to heal. It's one thing to acknowledge it. It's one thing to be frustrated and agitated, and this is a message for all of us. It's one thing to acknowledge all of those feelings that it may conjure within you, and as well as the actions that may follow, as in you separating yourself, because that's what's best for your soul during that time, right? But you still want to be mindful of understanding where they are coming from, why they are as such. Understanding doesn't mean, having unconditional loyalty with these individuals, or giving unconditional access or unconditional trust, but having that understanding in order to keep yourself balanced and grounded, right? We got listen for inner guidance and then set your course in motion. Though it may not yet be visible, stop, Shala, stop it. Though it may not be visible in your physical world, a new order is generating within the soul. In time, it shall manifest and transform physical circumstances. The power of the word as a creative force has been acknowledged through the scriptures of multiple spiritual traditions, from Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam to the New Age, and more. Word is vibration. Word is vibration. Okay? I don't know why I just thought about that. Bitch. Oh my God, bitch, bitch, bitch. Female dog. Female dog. Y'all know dogs return to their own vomit? They will go back and eat their own vomit. Should we really be referring to each other as the energy? Now, I know that's just like a saying and stuff like that. However, this is what's coming out in the read. Words are vibration, right? And I know some people may even argue, okay, but dogs are loyal. I mean, are they? All the time? All the time? Dogs have never turned on their own owners. Never? Okay. It is resonance. Word is vibration. It is resonance. It is sound directed into intentional form. Mantra is sacred word, a sound that holds not only the power to create form, but has medicinal qualities for healing mind, body, and soul. In taking form, it creates new and vastly improved circumstances on all levels of our being. The sound of a beautiful voice can draw us closer, and the thrill sound of something harsh repels. Y'all know how people like, I don't, them loud, ratchet, just attention-seeking type females and type people, da 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 da, or people that's like rah rah rah, just classless energy, opposed to more graceful, more structured type energies. So we got sound can bring harmony from chaos and create beautiful patterns for manifestations that are healing and enhancing of life. It can disrupt and break apart that which has been built. Sound is powerful. The oracle indicates that you have the power of voice at your disposal. You have the power to speak your truth, to set yourself free, to choose what you say and how you say it. Your voice has the potential to profoundly affect your reality. This is not about controlling others. It is about claiming your power of choice and voice. It feels empowering and profoundly healing to work with mantra. The very act of using the voice with intention brings about change. It reconnects us to our divine empowerment, that innate creative ability we were granted along with our voice. It is the opposite of victimization, despair, and doubt. It is the opposite of it. Okay? It is a connection with sacred power and higher consciousness, directed with willpower. It is refusal to be silenced or subjected to an unconscious fate. It is the claiming of voice to co-create an inspired, deeply guided, and fulfilling divine destiny. It is taking the reins in sacred surrender into greater divine wisdom. Mantra is a pathway of connection to the higher self and the ancient ones of divine wisdom that continually watch over and guide humanity's spiritual evolution. The sounds of Sanskrit mantra are said to have been shared by ancient rishis, sages, who handed teachings from the higher spiritual planes down to humanity. Ancient rishis or sages. They did so to help humans deal with the challenges they foresaw and are still as relevant today as they must have been thousands of years ago. These are mantras for difficult purposes, and the simplest mantras can be very powerful. There are seed sounds of bihas, which are single syllable mantras that evoke certain realities, including the realities of realms of various deities. The Kali Baha is Krim. It sounds like cream. So cream. Cream is a sound for invoking the Shakti, the power and activity of Kali Ma in our lives and the world. It generates a powerful inner spiritual current propelling the soul toward awakening. It breaks cycles of bondage. It aligns our will with hers, allowing the Divine Mother to direct us from within. Like Kali Ma, this mantra is fierce and powerful, yet protective and bestowing of blessing. If you are facing negativity, challenge, or feel deeply guided to connect with the loving presence of Kali Ma, then this mantra is a powerful shield of protection. However, just like working with Kali, working with her mantra is not for the faint-hearted. When we set a boundary, it is natural that there will be a time when others attempt to cross it. We do not need to feel fearful of this, but rather be wise to it. What did I just say about having the understanding? Right? Okay, so the spiritual path is not something we walk occasionally. It is a way of being that is a relationship to the divine. We understand there will be times when we need to call on the protection of that relationship more so than others. This is not a burden of the divine, but a beautiful opportunity for us to realize just how loved we are. When we call upon the divine, we are always answered. The message of the oracle is that you have the divine birthright to choose how to deal with negativity. You do not need to allow it to gain influence in your being. Allow others the choice to behave as they wish, with the respect that each path is unique, that we cannot know how another needs to learn and grow through their life journey. However, that is not an excuse to allow for negativity to infiltrate your being and undermine your spiritual relationship with yourself, with the divine, and your spiritual path that can bring benefit to the world. The oracle brings the message from the Divine Mother. If you have need of something, ask for it. Use your voice in a way that helps you and empowers the divine to help you too. Oh man, that was nice. And I feel like when people jump on this because of the caption, they're gonna think that, oh, this about to be juicy and messy and full of drama and yeah, negative and low vibrational. But look at that transmutation. Any more messages for the divine collective, the divine feminine collective as it pertains to karmic feminines? So we have mother of life. So you when you're in this divine feminine energy, you are, in this mother of life energy, right? You're a reflection of the mother. Nourishment of the golden grain mother. So I'm gonna pull one more. This is also talking about you guys speaking life as well with this Ankh here. So we got Goddess of 10,000 names. Isis, endless emanations of the priestess. Charlie, what is you doing down there, sir? Anywho, So before I look into that particular deck, let's pull from, like, what is this about? Let's see what this is about. So we have the Justice card here. But let's see what this is about. What can you reveal to me about these energies? So we have the heart chakra. Yeah, so there's some type of disturbances in the heart chakra. The root cause. Okay, so we got heart chakra, root, and restrictions. So like in the first card that we read about the mother wound, like people experiencing some type of challenges through their own mom, whether that be jealousy, their mother being jealous of them, jealous of their body, jealous of their opportunity, their path, whatever the case may be, and how that kind of leaked into their connections or relationships with other women. Imbalance in consumption, back issues, materialism, scarcity mentality, financial instability, and stagnation. So this is when you are imbalanced or vibing low within your root chakra energy. Stagnation. So when the video froze at the beginning, yeah. So ultimately, resisting the feminine energy in any capacity is going to contribute to some form of stagnancy, period. Stagnancy, especially like in regards to creativity here, which is represented by the lotus energy. Like, you know how the lotus grows out of mud, but it's like it's when it grows out of the mud, it's so beautiful and clean and all of that, right? So we have reversals here in spirituality. Reversal spells, in essence, return any negative energy from your attacker back to them. Okay. So reversals also send the energy back while returning the good energy you lost and finances, health, etc. Many of our ancestors were religious by force. Many were able to retain and preserve spirituality. It's kind of hard for me to see. For their own gain. Or they did not put in effort. Ooh, why is this black on top of gray? Okay. Many were able to retain and preserve spiritual systems despite oppression or oppressive forces. So this is talking about you guys retaining your spirituality, your spiritual customs, your spiritual systems despite of oppression. And some of you guys could have also experienced this energy like through your mom or some type of feminine within your family or in your life, right? Some type of mother womb. It doesn't always have to come directly from your biological mom. But for some of you, it has. Yeah, this creates tears and blockages in the crown chakra. Okay? Mirror. And so, mirroring energy. Something about these people mirroring your energy. And I was talking about that, not being able to pretend for long. So we have health here. Focusing on health. Okay. Fire magic. Courage. And faith. So something about a father is here as well. Mental health, mother, adaptability, and recovery. Third eye. Family. Grandmother. Yeah, it's definitely a mother womb. That's significant here. But you also got grandfather and father here and banishing karmic energy. Banishing karmic masculines. that may disturb that path of healing, that mother wound, adaptability, finances, herbalism, and health. Yeah. I don't know if this is, so it's just an emphasis on doing the work, as in taking care of your health and putting things in your body that is a reflection of the feminine energy, such as herbs or anything that grows from the earth. So fruit, vegetables, herbs, anything that grows naturally from the earth, and water consumption, or going to places to water gaze, to be with water, or actually trying to so there's other ways to attract divine feminine friendships and sisterhoods and connections and stuff like that are aligned with it, by how you water those connections, or in your own personal time, you investing in those dominant, or those primary feminine energies, right? Yeah, because trying to compete only puts people in this Ten of Swords energy, because then it's like, ultimately, when seeing a divine feminine stand on her own against these multiple people coming against her, and she actually succeeds, or she ascends over these people, or she finishes off victoriously, or she ends up with the 10 of Cups, right? After gossip or slander or anything, and you still end up being in this 9 of Cups energy, being in the energy of being able to be generous and having people be generous to you, or the right people be generous to you, and attracting a divine partnership as well, or divine connections. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Ultimately, it just puts them in this energy of you don't it puts them on the fine line of bitterness, and ultimately nobody likes that energy of feeling intimidated. So then they end up having no choice but for those things to come up to the surface for them to address, like, amongst themselves, and having to really, or being influenced towards working on themselves, or choose to remain burdened. I don't even know what I just said made sense, to be honest. But I gotta go to class, so I'm gonna stay on. Faking happiness. Faking happiness. While your energy is a blessing in disguise. Motivated by grudges, hidden envy, and distorted perceptions. Okay, we all know that this is connected to their lack of healing, but this is what's going on with these people. Yeah, while you're in this master student energy. Master student, you're the master student. Yeah, someone has been feeding them false hope. This could be those masculines that they have no issue being loyal to masculine energies, that because they're surrounded by masculine energy and they're in their feminine energies, naturally masculines are going to, they're going to feel validated by being able to get more centered, focused attention from those masculines, since they surround themselves with those masculines opposed to feminines, right? So we have visualization will help aid your reality. Be mindful of what mental thought you give energy to. Choose wisely. So this could be towards both of y'all's energies, right? Or the cards that came out could just be talking about results. So we got sleeping beauty spells. Sleeping beauty spells, that's basically to make you sleep on yourself, like wanting you to sleep on yourself, or being like caught in like another dimension, or stuck in another dimension, or something of that nature, or not really present, being more fatigued, feeling less energetic, or yeah, that type of thing. So ultimately you slow down. But we got deepening self-love, take a bow. So I know what the song Take a Bow means, but Yeah, we got to change our environment, but I'm getting like congratulations, like for you doing this work on yourself and achieving such. Like that's really so. It's something about not something about even withholding, like giving congratulations or celebrating other feminines because of their lack of healing or because of their bitterness or their intimidation that they feel, or because of them relying on masculine energy, like to feel validated. So being in that energy makes it a challenge for them to validate other feminines or whatever. So we got blends truth with lies to hide radical truths about themselves to avoid exposure to delay towers and sow confusion. Divine criteria. So hey, we just went through divine criteria of a divine feminine. And you guys can have like multiple people, or you experience multiple people, um, or you have multiple people coming towards you that are smarter than the usual, or multiple people view you as somebody who's smarter than the usual type or the usual person, that usual people that they encounter. Claims they aren't working with the karmics they denounce but actually are. Okay. Painting a deceitful picture of you to others who then search you themselves and actually like you. So ultimately, even though they may withdraw their energy or try to isolate you, when they're in this energy of trying to make you feel uncomfortable or create that false narrative and gossip around you, it's going to easily get into the ears of somebody who's also a fellow divine feminine, or people who are emerging out of karmic energy and ascending to a more divine feminine energy, who in a way they still send people your way. Like you are still attracting and drawing people even when you are misinterpreted, when you are misunderstood, when you are misconceived. You're still attracting and aligning, and they are even helping to bring people towards your way, right? That then see your energy, experience your energy, and feel inspired and be upright, right? And so then you still gain, a roast session. So a roast session gone wrong, or a roast session that turns out to be good for you, but the roast session was intended to harm you, to put you in this energy of being scared, fearful, and afraid. But there's something about these people being in this energy as well after doing this, after some roast session here. Okay, so we got others see through their deception, and that's why. Because others are seeing through their deception here. Yeah, this could have been some karmic cousins for you guys as well, female cousins trying to create relationship conflicts or casting relationship conflict spells or ill wishing towards you. You never have to do it their way. Blazing new paths with the divine. Exactly. Your body is much more sensitive to foods not good for you at this time, or just overall. Yeah. And being aware of this, or adjusting your health or what you consume and stuff like that, helps you be less disturbed and bothered. Or these people are disturbed and bothered because you are taking better care or being more attentive to your body, or you're more knowledgeable about your body opposed to just the external physicalities of it. Like you're like really like tapped in, like your energetic body, like you're talking about grounding. You're actually doing grounding and body work, yoga, and different things like that. Or being mindful of what you consume, and not just food, but conversations, content, right? Gossip, what you're willing to listen to. It says you are moving in the right direction, and their love and appreciation for you is growing. All right, you guys, but this is all I have for you. This message. I will see you guys next time.